Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. You might have picked up already that that's not our regular theme song to the podcast. This is actually a buddy of mine's band from Vancouver, BC. I don't think they're touring or gigging anymore or anything. I could be mistaken. My buddy's name's Mike McDonald. Big shout out, Mike. And this is Bad Wouger. The song's called Modern Day Warrior. It's wicked. Enjoy the podcast. The full version of this song's at the end of the podcast. All right, everybody. All right. How's everybody doing? It's been a minute. Been a couple minutes, actually. Haven't talked to you guys in a long time. Haven't heard from you. Of course, it's always one-sided. I don't know what to call this podcast. I forget what number it is. But I think I'll call it I Hate Snow. And we'll carry a theme through this. Doing, I guess, just celebrating the hatred of snow. Anyways, this is not booze. This is hot chocolate. This is how much I hate winter. I'm 38 years old and I'm drinking hot chocolate for 38 in the afternoon, supper time, whatever. That's hot. Anyway, sorry to drink in your ear. Guess you're used to it by now. Yeah, so the snow sucks. I don't know how everybody else is dealing with it, but it's terrible. I don't like it at all. I find myself complaining more this year than I have any other year for some reason. I don't know if I'm just beating myself up because I'm getting a little older or whatever. But it just makes it a pain in the ass. It's not like I got to drive anywhere. I only work like 2-3 minute drive away. So that's pretty convenient. But just going out in the morning to start my car. And I don't even think I have a problem with snow. I think it's just the cold, really, to be honest with you. Because if snow was some way magically warm, I guess. It'd be like pillows. It'd be like snow would be falling. It'd be like cotton, I guess. I don't know. But at least you could fall asleep in it and not die. So ridiculous. But yeah, it's just an all-around pain in the ass. I looked a couple things up on the internet just to, like a list of the biggest snowstorms in history from what I see here. I think it's mostly U.S. history, but it makes me feel a lot better we didn't get plastered with a bunch of snow. But like I said, on a nice snowy day, if you're dressed right, it's nice, but screw that. And people that love the snow, that's actually worse than the snow. I'm just joking, there's a lot of you. Posting my friend Nick, he's out snowboarding today at Wentworth, our local ski hill. So that's pretty cool. People like that post stuff on Instagram all the time, and they have fun with it. I am not one of those. Actually, I haven't even been really posting anything on Instagram or messing around with any social media too hard. I just find I'm just drained, just like after my day at work, and then I come home and the snow, and I get lazy now and sit down on the couch. I'm watching some pretty good shows lately, though. But anyway, I was out starting my car the other morning, and I almost took a header really bad off the steps. My steps were really, really slippery, and I did that thing where you just catch yourself, but it's like so off balance. Anyway, I caught myself. Everything was good, but that's like I hear it's even worse than actually hitting the ground. But I would have hit the steps, so I think I saved myself. No damage, but I swore like it was. I must have sounded like an idiot outside. It was like 5 or 6:30 in the morning, and yeah, I was like trash talking the snow personally, like, "Ugh, I hate you," like, you know what I mean? Really, like, making it very clear that I was so put out of place from it, I guess you could say. That's a good way to say it, a polite way to say it. But yeah, I was really bent out of shape about it. But I found a guy on the internet that was like the same thing, but he didn't think anybody was watching. I hope nobody was watching me. Anyway, this could have been me. This is a dude over in Germany or somewhere. I don't know. That's stupid. I don't even know what he was talking or what his language was or whatever, but I just assume it's Germany. I don't know. So he's pushing a bike, and it seems like it's early in the morning and no cars on the road or anything, and there's a lot of snow, and he has a bike, right? And I can see that he's very, very pissed off that he can't drive it. He has to lug it around now, and it's getting caught up in the snow, and he's saying all the stuff. I'll play the video here in a minute, but just the way he was like talking to the snow and spitting on the snow. I never spit on the snow, but, you know. This stupid. I found myself saying, "This friggin' stupid. This is so stupid." Anyway, I hope it's going to be summer soon. I think March is going to just fly by like that. It's already the 6th. Like, oh my man. St. Paddy's Day is this month, I think. Isn't it? Hey Siri, when's St. Paddy's Day?
St. Patrick's Day is on...
Oh, March 17th. Damn. I don't even know. I get my March and May mixed up. Easy. But anyway, I think this month is going to fly by. And we're going to head into summer. I think summer is going to fly by way, way too fast. And we'll be in the same predicament we're in now. Just winter just seems to last so long. Ugh, God. Anyway, what are we going to start with? This video, I guess. What I do is, like, I'll find a video. If I haven't said this before, I find a video and all I do is just drag it over onto my desktop and keep it for later. And then I'll relabel it so I can remember exactly what it was instead of seeing a bunch of gibberish. But this one I just labeled Satan. Remember, this is a snow video, so see how it goes. I'll try not to talk through it and cut you off so much. Like, I hate it when I'm watching something. I'm trying to hear what he's saying, but there's subtitles in this, and I will include this video. So this guy's all alone. So I'm guessing this is German. I'm not really sure. So he's out in the middle of the road, trying to find a rut to keep his bike in. Dressed appropriately. See, that's the difference between him and I. See, when I go out, I'm not dressed for the winter usually. I'm dressed good enough to get from my house to the car to the building I work in, and afterwards too. So I don't need a whole lot. But I make it quick. I like bitch about it and just like run. This guy's dressed for it so he can like take his time, and almost like he gives up, like he almost just fell over. It's pretty funny though. So you can. Oh, see, now he's just getting into a whole other lung capacity level when he does that. He's feeling adrenaline right now. He doesn't care how stupid he looks or anything or how ridiculous he sounds. He's just hitting that adrenaline right now, and he's so pissed off. Cock ass. Clever. I wasn't that bad. This is ridiculous. Kind of sounds like a cat. I would love to see this guy. Like, I would love to be the dude taping him. Ooh, now he like, he just dropped his bike on somebody's vehicle. Oh. Okay, now this is where he starts calling him Satan. That's Satan. That is Satan. The guy taping him's laughing. In the hell. That is Satan. 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 Oh, man, like, he's given up. He's just given up. See, I remember being a kid, and I would be hauling a sled back or something, and through up to my waist, up to my knees at least, in snow, Wow, this guy's really losing his shit. Okay, so be lugging this I gotta turn this down. Okay, this guy has lost his shit. I'll tell the story later. You gotta see this. Sorry to interrupt you guys. So this video is another 2 minutes, well worth it. I don't even care, man. I want to see how far. I think this guy might be wearing himself out a little bit. Now he has to drag a bike tired through the snow, which isn't good. But he probably warmed himself up quite a bit. Go to hell, fool ass. This guy's awesome. I can relate. I can 100% relate to this guy. I don't care how ridiculous it sounds. Wow. He's really putting them words together. Go to hell. Maybe. You know what? Maybe this guy's not even mad at the snow. Maybe it's not snow he's mad at. Maybe he's going through some shit. Oh, maybe he's on a friggin' Bluetooth. Huh? Maybe he's talking to somebody. Maybe he's talking to Satan. Ever think of that? I just thought of it. Oh man, that's pretty good. This guy really taping him really had nothing to do. Also, but I mean, how many people are watching him right now? There's buildings all over the place. Oh, I bet there's a lot of people looking out their window. All right, so anyway, I was gonna say when I was a kid, we'd be lugging sleds back through the middle of fields. Hey, let's take a shortcut through a field. And you go in and you get a lot deeper than what you expect. So you'd end up like some spots you'd be up to your waist and you'd just be like, and then you just like give up and you get so mad, but it's not like exerting any more energy mad, but like just like, I give up, no more. But, yeah, so that guy has to lug a friggin' a bike around now, all pissed off. I wonder if, imagine seeing that video. Imagine going back on YouTube and seeing that video of yourself. That would be hilarious. Anyway, that guy got so mad. I wasn't expecting when I first started, I was like, 6 minutes. This guy's going to freak out for 6 minutes. This guy went crazy for 6 minutes. Lost his friggin' marbles. I guess he's from Denmark. Says right there in the title. Says Denmark. God. Not very observant. Yeah, frig, I love hot chocolate. I give up on the coffee after work because there's not really any point to drinking coffee. I use it to perk myself up in the morning. That's about it. But I try to stay off it a little bit. So I got, like it's any better. There's like all kinds of sugar in hot chocolate. Whatever. I have a little sugar in my coffee. So I'm not too concerned about that. I just don't want it to affect sleep any more than possible. Oh yeah, I have I can call consultation. Consultation? Is that what it's called? A meeting about my the surgery, the procedure that I'm going to get done on my jaw. So that's going to be fun since I just started my new job. I don't know how that's going to go. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm not 100%. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to this guy because I'm not too. I think it's a lot of my sinuses. I know my jaw doesn't help, but I'll probably have to get something done eventually anyway. And it might make me look a little better or whatever. But anyway, that's what I have to look forward to after all this snow's gone. Great. That's just super. But yeah, still not as mad as this guy about the whole thing. He lost it. It made me think about this commercial too. This stupid winter. This car commercial. Cleans it all off. Those that are listening, sorry, you can catch this on YouTube. But this guy's cleaning this car off. Slips, falls, he's cold. He's cleaning the headlights, windshield wipers off. And then he goes to unlock the door with his remote and the other one, the exact same car, lights up. Oh, that's hilarious. Sorry if I butchered that commercial when I was trying to talk through it. Whatever. My podcast. Oh yeah, no Matt here tonight. Ta-da! Nothing. He's working again. Sucker. I get off a lot earlier than he does. I get off at 3 in the afternoon. That's basically school hours again. I'd rather go back to school. I don't know. I like my job, I guess. That's the thing, though. Part of my job, I have to receive bulk loads of cream and milk via tanker trailer. Like transport truck, big truck. My father had a trucking company, so I hate to say transport. But anyway, so a part of this receiving of the tanker trailers, they come in, and I got to put a harness on and get hooked up and go up on top of these trailers, these tankers, and I have to open up the manholes and check the temperature and take samples of the product that's inside. And the wind that blows across town, Truro, it goes right up in that hill. And it's right there, so it's constantly windy. So when it's like -10 downtown, it's basically like, it has to be wind chill factor. It has to be like -15, -16 or whatever. But it is so cold doing that. It's starting to get not warmer. Today it was warmer just because the sun was out. It wasn't necessarily warmer, but hey Siri, what's the temperature outside right now?
It's -5 degrees outside.
Alright, it's -5. I have her voice set on British if you didn't catch that. Yeah, it's lovely. But yeah, I'm sick of this. I don't know. Uh, Obviously, I'm gonna have to get through it. Like, what the hell? I'd hate to be that guy that started his car, though. It's funny. But yeah, getting up. I'm going to enjoy when it's warmer out. I'm going to really, really enjoy getting up in the morning a lot more than I have been lately. Right now, lately, like I had a routine of going to the gym before work. So I'd get to the gym about, 5, for the 4:45 or something, work out for an hour and come home, eat breakfast, and then go up to work. And lately, I just been I just don't want to. I don't want to go outside any more than than I have to, type thing. And I know I enjoy working out and whatnot, but it's been a long time since I could relax too, and I've been doing a lot of relaxing, which is very, very nice. And this job I got, it's super busy, so it is what it is. It is what it is. I got to start up though. As soon as it starts to get a little warmer, and I know that's what everybody says, but that's the way it is. Listen, I'm already doing things with my my New Year's resolutions and everything. I'm already banging off things on my list like crazy, and I never really announced a list or anything. It's not really anybody's business, but personally, I'm doing a great job. Still lots of room for improvement. I'm sure everybody's, well, maybe not as hard on themselves as I am, but whatever. So anyway, going back to this snowfall thing, this list, I just put in like worst, what was it, top 10 biggest snowstorms ever recorded. So just looking at this hurts my eyes. It's crazy. And I really didn't, I was undermining how much snow can fall. I guess we've been really lucky around here. These are freak storms, and it's going to start off not bad, but it gets crazy really quick. So in Chicago in 1967, 23 inches. And, cars are everywhere. Some of these pictures, if the pictures gets crazy enough, I'm just going to probably put them up there anyway. I'll chop them out and place them in there somewhere. Number 9, Ontario and Quebec, Canada, 71, 24 inches. Ooh. Well, that's crazy, though. Caused 20 deaths. What? Yeah, weird. That wasn't 71, yeah. I guess number 8, New York. It's, snow removal from big cities must be crazy. I never really thought about that. You'd have, this is a small town I live in, but you'd have to have snow removal when it's really, really bad on main streets and whatnot. But yeah, what a friggin' job this would be. New York, 2016. 2016, do I remember this? 26.9 inches of snow. Boring. Boston in 78, 27. Blah, blah, blah. Boston. What's this? Oh, Appalachian and Catskills, 93, 50 inches. It's getting up there, right? Saratoga Springs in New York in 1888, 58 inches. They called it the Blizzard of 88. Whoa, no way. Nice name. Luenz County, Tibet, 2018, 72 inches. I don't know if I read that right. Whatever. 72 inches. So 72 inches. Hey Siri, how many feet is 72 inches?
72 inches is 6 feet.
That's 6 feet of snow. Damn. Six feet of snow? How much time did that fall in? 36 hours. That would be a pain in the ass. I imagine there's a couple like people suffering from OCD, not to make light of OCD or anything like that, but they'd be out cleaning everything every few inches. Maybe some people kept their yard good, but man, you'd houses like crashing to the ground, barns coming down. Oh man, it happened. New England in 1717, 108 inches. Yep, people's houses were buried and they had to exit through second floor windows. That is friggin' crazy. What the hell? Mount Shasta, California. 1959 to it was 189 inches of snow. Hey Siri, how many feet is 189 inches of snow?
189 inches is 15.75 feet.
15 feet. That is crazy. Wait. Yeah, okay. That's crazy. That is friggin' insane. So that's like, must be a high. I don't know what's going on there. Buffalo, 77, 199 inches. So they consider this, like this, it has to be a continuous thing. So all these continued. Man, I would hate to be these people. What's the heaviest snowfall that I ever remember? I remember there being... I don't even know. Okay, I would have been a kid looking out the front window of my parents' place. And if you go outside, that's probably off the ground. I don't know, 4 feet off the ground. And I remember the snow being level with that, but I can't remember if it was a snowdrift that was level with that or if it was flat snow. Because I just remember seeing that. It would have been when I was like 5 or 6 years old or something like that. It'd be like, like 32 years ago. So I hate getting old. Getting old and cold pissed me off. These people with their 199 inches of snow. Oh, wait. The record for one season. What do you mean? They have different records? Anyway. Next. Wait a minute. That's only... Oh, that number was number 1. We just went through 10? What, did I just rush through them? Yeah, I did. It's crazy. Ooh, that's a cool picture. The Saratoga Springs, New York, with the 1888, the blizzard of 1888, rather. Well, I'll put all those in anyway, but I'll put this one in again. That's pretty fun. So yeah, it would have really, really sucked back then, because you still got to get to the barn and see to the horses and everything. Like way back then, you gotta worry about different lives, like more lives, and forget about a hospital or anything like that. You can't get to it. Well, so I guess modern day would be the same, but there'd be something. You would think. I don't know, skidoos and stuff like that. You could definitely get somewhere if you really had to. But yeah, I just ran into a guy today at work, actually, one of the truck drivers. He was crazy. He loves it. He loves the snow. He's a snowmobiler. So he's going off on, like, just every weekend he's out. Bought his wife a skidoo and everything. I'm like, ugh. I can't do it. I don't care, man. You could give me You could give me $100,000 sled and all the gear and everything. That'd be like, all right, I'll go out. I'll enjoy it as much as I can possibly enjoy it. Fact is, if the thing ever quit and I had to walk out in the snow, that's a little, and that would happen. That would happen big time. The last couple of weeks, I've been all thumbs. It seems all left feet, stumbling and tripping and going on. Yeah. So, what do you guys think of snow? A bunch of crazy people probably like it here in Canada. You're not crazy, whatever. It's my own personal thing. You know, I like beaches and the cottage and nice warm weather, stuff like that. Not so much hide my house. Well, I like to hide my house and watch Netflix and whatnot, but I gotta stop saying whatnot. It's so stupid. Oh, yeah, I'm so much tired now that I work regular people hours. I find myself going to bed at like 8:39, which I almost find to be almost too much sleep. You're supposed to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. But I don't know. Is it a myth? To get too much sleep, you get sluggish? Let's look it up. I got the Google machine in front of me. What was I going to look up? Oh, yeah. Too much sleep. Myth. To look around this friggin' mic. Oversleeping side effects. Is this true? And what is oversleeping exactly? Is it oversleeping your regular sleep or oversleeping what it says in the books? I don't like how this starts out. When it comes to sleep, can you have too much of a good thing? It's true, a good night's sleep is essential for health, but oversleeping has been linked to a host of medical problems, including diabetes, heart disease, and increased risk of death. Okay. I guess, I don't even know if I want to hear this. My whole thing, I put podcasts out about getting the proper sleep and finding out. So that's just terrible. I don't want to read this. I have all these stupid pop-ups blocking everything. Every time I go to read something, my screen just keeps on flipping up. Second, let me full screen this. Well, let's just get right down to the numbers here. Let's talk brass tacks. Next page. I want to see... Oh, yeah, right. I never thought about that. Since I struggle so badly to get 8 hours of sleep, sleep without waking up, I just assume everybody's getting about the same or whatever. But there are people sleeping more than 10 hours. There are people sleeping 12 hours. I don't know how you could ever do it. How would you... I don't have a family or anything. I got a cat. And I find myself not having enough time or the desired amount of time that I want. It'd be awesome if a day had 28 hours and we still only had to work 8 hours. But somehow we could get through it and not. Anyway. But yeah, that's all this is about. Sorry I got super sidetracked there for a minute. But yeah, laying in bed for that long, like 10 hours, and not hungover. Imagine if that's just how you rolled. It's like going to bed, see you in 12 hours. Crazy. But yeah, anyway, at work I found that one night I got 9 hours of sleep, or really close to it, or there's like 3 nights in a row that I had 8.5 to 9 hours worth of sleep. And I felt kind of like goofy and kind of lazy, and it was just kind of hard to get myself through the day at work. And then the next night, well, ever since then, I've been aiming to get 7 hours, no less than 7 hours, but 7.5 hours, 8 hours, and I feel great. So, I don't know. That's weird. But I don't have anything wrong with me, I don't think. Like, I would be depressed if I laid in bed for that long. Not that I'm making fun of anybody that just lays in bed, but whatever. Ugh, frig. Anyway, what else do I hate about the snow? What's it doing for my personal life right now? Just everything's colder. Oh, the cat. Yeah, right. The cat's going insane because she doesn't want to go outside right now. She gets out for 5 minutes and she's like meowing to come in the house. And she just won't shut up, running around the house. She wakes me up in the morning. Like, she seems to know when 5 o'clock's going to be rolling around. And she's up at like 10 to 5, just downstairs running muck. And it's got me hustled up too. I hate it because all she wants is food. So when I hear she won't shut up, Matt's, if he's usually his room's downstairs where, she goes and starts meowing and everything. So I feel I got to get up like super fast and shut her up. So, man, I can't wait till it gets a little warmer. I can let her out. She can go kill things, whatever. I know I shouldn't be talking like that. It's the truth. I'd rather her kill things than annoy the shit out of me. Constant battle. I don't even know where she is right now. She usually makes an appearance in these goddamn podcasts. What else? Maybe I'll just call this the Snow Rant Cast. This one. Just to give everybody a heads up. I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't want to listen to my smart mouth bash snow and shit we can't do anything about. And I'm totally aware people are going to be like, oh, you can move. Oh, you can move. Yeah, I can move, but I didn't mind the snow when I started this job. And I started 17 years ago, and I was still a friggin' kid. I'm still a kid. I'm not a kid now, but I don't feel like an old man or anything. I'm middle-aged for sure. Middle-aged as fuck. Ugh. I was going to have a guest on my podcast here pretty soon. I know I say that a lot, but he's starting his own YouTube channel up, and they're going to be talking about like retro games, like old gaming systems and games, like maybe tips or whatever, just shooting the shit. It's like they're starting their own podcast, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a podcast or a show. I have yet to touch base on it, but I'm going to have him on to talk about it. I'd mention a name, but you know how these things go. Maybe it's an idea. And although I did let him use a microphone the other night. So hopefully he ran home with it and got started. That's how I did it. Just got a microphone and went home and had a podcast that night. You can reference that. Beard Gary Podcast, number 1. I want more of that hot chocolate, but I don't want to be all amped up on sugar. Anyway, his he's a good guy, and he has a lot of old games. I went over there to his place a couple times, and he's there with, an old Nintendo, Ataris, Segas. It's a crazy, crazy, unique hobby to collect all that stuff, because you have games that, the kids would just be like, whoa, nowadays, they wouldn't even find it fun, but it was fun. Now I feel myself like I can't play good enough in half of these games. There's a big difference between Matt and I, and he's like 8 years younger than I am. And it's not a big difference, like age-wise, but video game-wise, he can like pick up anything and just play it and probably whomp your ass at it, or my ass anyway. But then again, there's probably like little kids that'll do the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to, like, I have to go out a little bit in this cold weather and do stuff, but there are people that have to work outside all the time, and, I'm sure a lot of them like it, but, man, there has to be people out there that just hate it, that have to go through this shit, like a good paying job or whatever. Yeah, that's what I think about that. My buddy Alex is trying to get me to go skating at the Oval in Halifax, and I need like, I'd be good around 0, like temperature wise. I'm good. Not -10 or whatever. Plus there's wind blowing. Skates hurt my feet. I'm a wuss. I just hate everything about winter. I never skied. I never really snowboarded. I can do both. I have. No problem. But, no friggin' way. Ski by yourself. Knock yourself out. Freeze to death. Boom. See? Just like water. I don't really like water sports. Not so much sports, but like, I like the beach. I don't like open ocean, swimming in open ocean, because if you ever do it, like, if you're out in a boat, and you hit your head or something, you fall down, trip, hit your head, fall overboard, dead. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that if Matt was here right now, he'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Anyway, I just wanted to do so. I feel guilty for not doing any podcasts or entertaining, but you want to. This time of year is just crazy. I just lose all motivation. Not all motivation, but I've been focusing my motivation with other places, other parts of my life. It's hard for me to be a really round person, like, a rounded person. So, keep on plugging away, I guess. And I just wanted to rant about this stupid friggin' time of year. It seems like Christmas was so many months ago, though. Feels like New Year's was like forever ago. Time goes too quick. All right. I don't know how much time I've been doing on this friggin' thing, but I gotta go get something to eat because I'm hungry. All right. A buddy of mine, I gotta go, but before I go, a buddy of mine, Mike McDonald, big shout out to Mike McDonald. He's from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Actually, he's from Truro, Nova Scotia, but he lives in Halifax right now with a wife and a new kid. I think he might have a couple kids by now. No, I think he has just the one. Anyway, he has a band called Bad Wouger. Or was it Ruger? Bad Wouger. I don't have the friggin' CD on me right now. But this is a badass song. I'm going to have to edit this in later on. I have to go to my car for the CD so I can actually edit into this. But he gave me the CD a while ago. It was him and some friends that lived in Vancouver. And the album, he gave me the album. I just put it in my car. The first CD I've ever put in my car. And it's been there playing ever since. And of course, I always put the CD case down, so that's why I'm not that handy with the title. But the whole CD is pretty catchy, and this song here especially is one I wanted to put in my podcast. So if you want to stick around and listen to it, that'd be great. I enjoyed it. It's a cool song to get into. But anyway, I hate the snow, and this song has nothing to do with the snow. But here it is. All right. Later, everybody.
These people go over there and risk their lives and give up their limbs and come back here and then are treated by a bloated bureaucracy that doesn't provide the best resources.